I recently ordered myself a Nitro Deck after seeing near unanimous praise for it. I love collecting the wide variety of controllers available for the Switch, and I wanted to answer a few of the burning questions I hadn't seen answered, including, is it compatible with the Genki Portable Dock? How's the gyro? And most of all, is it really worth it? Most reviewers received theirs for free, but I bought mine, which should avoid the I received it for free bias. Unboxing it, you can already tell that Cracked has a knack for making their products feel premium. And at nearly $100 for any of the special editions, you'd hope they'd feel premium. The case that comes with the special edition is solid and includes space for 8 games. The special editions also include additional sticks and a USB cable, but honestly, I wish I could have saved the extra $30 and skipped the bonuses because I'm not big on the design of the bonus sticks. I have countless USB-C cables, and I've already got 4 Switch cases. This unboxing is from last week, and honestly, I've barely taken my Switch out since then. I was surprised at just how comfy the Nitro Deck was. I didn't think it would be a huge departure from the usual handheld play, but I was very wrong. The shape of the deck is way more ergonomic than Joy-Cons, and since you're slotting the Switch into the deck, you no longer have to deal with the annoying wiggle from loose Joy-Cons. It feels a lot like the Wii U gamepad, and that's a good thing. That controller felt great, and so does this one. The face buttons also have a nice feel to them. There's a little more travel than Joy-Con buttons, and they manage to be that perfect balance between soft and clicky. Its D-pad is an upgrade from Joy-Cons too, but it's a bit mushier than the Pro controllers. The ZL and ZR buttons have a bit of travel and a little resistance, which feels nice if you want something that feels closer to an Xbox controller than a Switch controller. And if small shoulder buttons are a problem for you, you'll be happy to know that L and R are much bigger than what you'd get on a Joy-Con or Pro controller, but they're also really clicky. The Nitro Deck also features 4 back buttons, but I honestly don't use buttons like these. It's nice to have them, and I'm sure most folks will find a use for them. The highlight of these controls, though, are the sticks. These use Hall effect sensors, which are known to be immune to drift, and they feel great. You even have the option to remove and swap the sticks on your deck. Being a GameCube-styled controller, it included GameCube-styled sticks, which is oddly enough something that most GameCube-inspired controllers don't do. Now, the GameCube's control stick is one of my favorites, but this cap is on the right stick, not the left. I opted to move that to the left stick, and that's made this one of my favorite control sticks I've ever used. My only wish is that the deck came with 2 of these, because the other 3 included don't hit quite the same. If Cracked ever sells more of the GameCube controller style sticks, I will buy them in a heartbeat. Most controllers like this usually skimp on the gyro controls, but I played a bit of Splatoon 3 with the Nitro Deck, and it worked like a charm. It does, however, drop Amiibo functionality and HD Rumble. Now, I can live without Amiibo, but I've had to turn off rumbles in most games because even light buzzes in Super Mario Wonder make this thing go full throttle. Now, this might be subjective, but I'm honestly a fan of how this looks, especially with the Switch OLED. It's one of my favorite colors, and it makes my system feel like a brand new one. It'll even fit the original Switch, but I think the larger bezel takes away from the experience a bit. My biggest question with the Nitro Deck is, will this work with the Genki Covert Dock? Obviously with this thing on, my Switch isn't fitting into any docks, so I tried plugging into my Genki dock via both the input and output, but no luck. So that's a no on docking compatibility. This is a huge shame, because I don't actually ever want to remove my Switch from the Nitro Deck. I wish this could be its permanent home. Unfortunately, I noticed some scratches on the back of my Switch, and other creators have too. I can't guarantee that these scratches came from the Nitro Deck, but I'm worried it's going to be inevitable if you need to slide it in and out for docked play. If this doesn't dock, why does it have an output port? One of the odd features is that the Nitro Deck can be used as a USB controller while the Switch is docked. I know it sounds silly, but it actually works great like this, and I will use this feature whenever I can. This might be my go-to USB controller. As I said, it feels just like the Wii U gamepad in all the right ways. There's also an app for the Nitro Deck, and it's, interesting. You can scan your deck, and you'll be able to find its production number, and you'll get easy access to the manual and support. It's especially interesting that the app expects you to have a collection of these, but with the announcement of their Transparent and their Persona 4 Golden decks, I might be tempted to start. The Cracked Nitro Deck is definitely a neat piece of hardware, and it's simultaneously an easy, yet difficult thing to recommend. It's a premium feeling accessory, so the $60 price tag feels appropriate, but when all the colors you'll want end up being closer to $100, that's kind of a difficult sell, especially when Cracked is pitching these as collectibles that you should own more than one of. It succeeds at being comfy, having great buttons, and having great sticks with added customizability, but its shortcomings put a damper on that achievement. Scratching systems, along with lacking docking and USB accessory compatibility, might be a deal breaker for some. That said, I don't regret the purchase of my Nitro Deck, and honestly, I'm tempted by some of the new colors coming down the line. It makes the Switch feel like a premium console, and if you play yours in handheld regularly like I do, it might be worth it to you too.